simple interest is just percent, because if you invested $200 or 200 million, whatever, but let's use this round figure, 200. If you invested 200 and the rate is 20% just for 1 year, so your interest is 40. 20% of 200, or 200 times 0.2, which is 40. Simple. You don't really need this formula then per se. You need understanding of what the formula is. So that is simple interest. What is the difference between compound interest and simple interest? The main difference is that you invested 200. At the end of the year, you have 40. You now have 240. You now invest 240. Another thing is, how many times is the investment going? Both the simple interest and compound interest, the life cycle might be shorter than 1 year. Is that not? Maybe you invested money and every month they pay you and you receive your interest every month. You can decide to put your interest, or you can you might decide to reinvest it. If you reinvest it, that's the compound interest. If you just take your interest every month, so it's still simple interest. This formula here is useful, but it's also not what you should rely on. Depending on what the question is asking, you might use this formula or you might not use it. Rate, time, distance. Distance is rate over time, though it is easier, or most books normally start with rate. And rate is what? Rate is distance over time. And so it is from here that we have that if you cross multiply, you get distance is rate times time. Rate here is also the same as speed. Average speed is total distance over total time. We cannot take average of average. We are always cautioned not to take average of average. Average of average is not usually correct. Average of average is not usually correct. Okay? But average of average can also tell us where the new average will lie. Because if you are looking for average of two averages, the new average must lie between the two averages. Work formula. I think there is some mistake here because of the boss. Is a coding issue. But remember that rate times time is work. Okay? Rate times time is work. So this is the general formula for work, the most interesting one, the most popular one. 1 over t is 1 over a plus 1 over b plus 1 over c plus 1 over d down to infinity. Did you study physics at all in secondary school?
A little, yeah.
Okay, so that is what we call resistors connected in parallel. When you connect resistors in parallel, it is this. But parallel is also how a functional society works. But most part of the society are also connected in series. Series is like we are working together. When you finish one part of the job, you send to me. Right? But I will be waiting for you, like in a relay race. So that is the series. But this is the parallel connection. In parallel connection, everyone is working at the same time. They are all connected. All right. But there is a time when we have only two connected, two people. Like 1 over A plus 1 over B. There is also something not stated here. It's also possible that two machines can work together, but two machines or 3 machines or 5 machines, some of them can also work against each other. It might be deliberate. Let's say your company had won a cleaning service to clean a place. It will include both pouring in new water, maybe, and also draining the water that is there. And so there is something pouring in water and draining in water. But it could also be counterproductive. Let's say filling a reservoir and the reservoir is leaking. Whichever way, those machines or people that are working in opposite direction, you will do what? You will assign them negative. You assign them negative value. Okay, so you assign them negative value. We don't have that now, but should they ask it? Should they ask? But you know that if you are working against something, the only way you'll be able to finish is that you are faster than the rate. Right? The rate. The rate of what is against. Let's say a reservoir is leaking and you are filling it. For you to ever get to a point when the reservoir is full, means that you are working at a faster rate than it is leaking. Okay, if you have 1 over T equals 1 over A plus 1 over B, A times B, remember, in this same formula sheet, on the first formula sheet when we are discussing fraction. So this type of fraction, what do you do? A times B is A, B times 1 is B plus A. So 1 over T equals A plus B, because B plus A is the same thing as A plus B. But assuming A minus B is not the same thing as B minus A, right? It's not. So T equals AB over A plus B. When we reverse, that's aka take reciprocal of both sides. Consecutive integers 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 101, 102, 103. So these are consecutive integers that follows. Consecutive odd means like 2, 4, 6, 8. Sorry, consecutive even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. Consecutive odd numbers 1, 3, 5. Consecutive integers is s plus 1, s plus 2. Odd or even is s plus 2, s plus 4. Okay, s plus 2, s plus 4. Okay. What else? I'm coming. Okay, the next item. The next concept here is arithmetic sequence. In arithmetic sequence, we have something like un equals a plus n minus 1 d. Remember the one that is arithmetic sequence, there is a common difference. Like we have 5, 9, 5 plus 4 is 9, so 9 plus 4 is 13. So as we want to know this third term, which we call U3. The first here is 5 plus the third term, we are looking for it, we say 3 minus 1. D is the common difference, and the common difference here is 4. So we have 5 plus 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So that is 13. Geometric sequence, instead of adding or subtracting, we are multiplying. We have un now being arn minus 1. So we are multiplying. For instance, we have 3 times 2, 6, times 2, 12, times 2, 24. So let's say we want to know this fourth term, u4. The first one, a, is 3 times. The common ratio, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So we have 2 to the power. The fourth one, 4 minus 1. So that is 3 times 4 minus 1 is 3. So 2 raised to the power 3. Remember that 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. So we have 3 times 8. And 3 times 8 is 24. Linear growth. Linear. That's line. That's line. Fixed increase each period from initial value. Okay, initial value. What can you think of is an initial value in something? Initial value, yes, initial value here could be, if you are going to a trade fair, you pay a certain amount before you enter. That is initial value. That is constant. Then the amount of increase will now depend on the variable. Let's say you bought 5 items. Each of the item is 200. 200 times 5 will be 5. 200 times 5 will be 1,000 plus the gate fee. In word translation, that is equals, of course. More or older is add. Less or fewer is to subtract. Both times and of means multiply. 15% of 20 means 15% times 20, and so on and so forth. So now we are ready to practice, and let's take the first 2 questions. Commitment will demand that you practice the remaining question and get back to me. If you did not get back to me, you are not doing your part. If you get back to me, I will try and respond. Simple interest on 3,000 at 6% for 2 years. Now, do you need to start putting the formula? No. Just find simple interest. The first year, so find 6% of 3,000. And how fast can you do this? 6% times 3,000. Very, very fast. This 20 will go with this 20. You see? 6 times 30 is 180. It's 180, 2 years. If it is 180, in 2 years it will be 360. Start to solve question very fast if you already understand the concept. Let's move to the next thing. So we select 360. That disappeared. Okay, I will need to click and get it back. Okay, let's so skip to the question. Yeah, we're already there. So 360 is correct. So we are going to solve this and we close. $10,000 invested at 10% compounded annually for 2 years. Do you need to quote the standards? Do you need to quote the what is it called? The compound interest formula? No. You say 10,000. 10,000. Oh, sorry, 1,000 is 1,000. 1,000 times 1.1 the first year times 1.1 the second year. That's all. That is all. Okay, the amount. So you solve this. You notice that you take this 0. You have 10 times one of the 0 will make this 11. Another of the 0 will make this 11. So we have 10 times 11 times 11. Now 10 times 11 times 11 equals 10 times. What is 11 times 11? Do you have it at your fingertip? 11 times 11?
I think is 131. I'm not sure.
Is 121. 10 times 121 is 121. You just add 0. Finish.
That's it.
Yes. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and yes,
Send me this exact link so that I don't go and miss the particular one we just.
No problem.
YouTube.
I will do that.
Please.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, bye.